Hi, and welcome to Fearless Fridays Power Up Tips. I'm Dr. Dranitsaris. Today, I would like to talk to you a little bit about what we call the accountability paradox and why leaders struggle to embrace accountability as part of their role. Leaders these days are actually thinking about accountability as a dirty word, and they're not really owning many of the performance issues that employees are experiencing. In fact, a lot of them will talk about feeling like they're powerless to do anything about their employees' behavior or their performance, getting them to hand in things in the appropriate timeline, or even following instructions to the letter. Most people these days acquaint accountability with autocratic leadership, and that's really too bad because accountability has more to do with keeping everyone's behavior and performance in an organization in alignment. And that is the leader's job to do that. It's like corralling wild animals in a way. Sometimes when we think about accountability, it's like getting people to come in and all of their energies collectively moving in that direction and not letting anybody stray. However, while accountability is a word that does get thrown around a lot and said about employees in a blaming way, leaders really do complain more than try and figure out, how do I do this? How do I hold my people accountable? What is a system that I can put as the context for that corralling so that the system supports performance and behavior? And that what leadership competencies must I develop in order for my employees to achieve the outcomes I want them to? So the leader first has to ask themselves, are they holding themselves accountable to this very important aspect of their role, managing the performance of employees to expectation? So just imagine, if you will, for a minute, a leader in a company. They're responsible for a complex project, and they need to define expectations for each of their employees' roles. And they don't. They don't give direction. They leave them to figure things out for themselves, thinking to themselves, they should know how to do it. So the result, chaos and confusion. Now, think about this. Think about them now finding that their employees have done something wrong and they don't correct them. They don't give them feedback. And should they have a conversation where they give them feedback or course correction, they allow the employee to hijack the conversation for an unlimited amount of time, with the employee talking about how hard everything is for them. So you can see here where having a system of accountability in place and looking at it from a cultural perspective is the mindset that every leader and manager needs to hold around, a need to really corral and engage the force of the talent that I have at my disposal to get things done. Because if I let everybody go their own way with that fixed belief that people should know what to do and they'll do what I would do in that situation, it just doesn't happen. And so leaders need to step up with that mindset of, this belongs to me. I am responsible and accountable for my employees' performance. I'm not delegating that. When I delegate a task, I don't delegate responsibility for everything. This is mine, and I need to set my ego aside and really do a comprehensive assessment on what are my leadership skills, what are my fears, how do I need to develop, what help and support do I need to get in order for me to hold my people accountable, because accountability starts with leaders. We cannot continue to blame employees for not being accountable or calling them lazy or unmotivated, entitled, all of these labels we put on them when we are the ones that are actually failing to manage to expectations, because we don't know how to have a difficult conversation. We don't know how to deliver consequences in a way that motivates the employee rather than shuts them down. And so even the setting of expectations for some employees and directing and defining expectations for employees, it can be met by some leaders saying, I can't tell them what to do. That will take away their creativity. So we have to blow up some of these notions that leaders have that really get in the way of effective leadership. So I hope these tips around accountability get the juices going in your brain as leaders of how you might delve a little more deeply into what employees need to actually master the tasks that you give them. They don't need to be left alone to do it by themselves, even though they might think that they do. They need instruction, they need direction, they need coaching, they need praise. And if you as a leader meet these needs, then mastery isn't far behind. Until next time, I'm Dr. Ann Dranitsaris. Hop on over to Dranitsaris-Hilliard on YouTube for more videos and with insights into how you can improve your performance as a leader in these times that are fraught with anxiety, frustrations, and leaders not getting the training that they actually need to make them more effective in their roles. Bye for now.